Hey planner friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be planning from the 23rd to the 29th of November in my annual passion planner. Let's get started. So the kit I'm using this week is Magic from Plannerface, and as you can see this is a full kit, so I have loads to choose from. I normally get mini kits and I've got a few full kits left lying around because I used to make a full kit last for an entire month, and you'll see that when I post my yearly flip through at the end of the year. So as always, I've started by just shading in the times that I'm going to be asleep and using my Stabilo fine liner to mark in alarm times, and then also split the week's focus box into a personal and work section, and then also split my to-do list boxes so I have a few more spaces to pop in my checklists, and then adding a 5-day habit tracker for things I have to do at work every single day. And I had to neaten up these lines a little bit after I draw them because although I'm using my ruler, this ruler gets kind of beaten up a little bit by my craft knife and it's not exactly straight anymore. So I'm hoping that I'm going to get a metal ruler for Christmas, specifically for cutting stickers against, so that I don't have this weird wobbly line situation anymore. Next, I'm just colouring in the daily focus boxes of the days where I'm not at work. So this week it was just Saturday and Sunday, and then I'm going to use the same passion marker to colour in the checklists in my to-do list section just to add a little bit of colour. And this is the last week that I'm going to be using this light blue passion marker because, as I've mentioned before, I colour code my months, so next week we'll be starting to use the December colour. I don't think it'll take you too many guesses to work out what my December colour is going to be. Next, I'm going to use the fine liner side of my passion marker to mark in my work hours for the week, and this week I didn't go over the lines twice, and I think you can really tell that they're a little bit more difficult to see. Because this colour's so light, it doesn't really show up that well on the fine liner side, but it's still cute though, and it shows up better in person than it does on the video. For the last part of my pen only spread, I've started writing my breakfast, lunch and dinners in at this point rather than trying to work them around once I've got all my plans in. So I'm just going in with my Pilot Friction pen and writing in all of those meal times. I don't bother on like Saturdays where I don't have an alarm time set. I just write breakfast in like when I wake up rather than having to erase it if I accidentally have a line until like 9 in the morning or something. And then I'm going to highlight those with the same blue passion marker that I've been using for all of November. Because I highlight over these, obviously I then can't really erase them, so if I do need to change these, and I did need to change one this week, I usually just whack a sticker over it and you can't really tell, especially because this blue passion marker is so light. So now that I've got the pen base of my spread done, I can start cutting up some washi, and because this is a full kit, it doesn't have the thinner strips like the mini kits that I normally use. So I've just measured 6mm strips as always, and I'm just using the longer piece of washi so that it's the right length for a passion planner header. So the kit I'm using this week matches nicely with that kind of dark, cold vibe that I've been going for this month in my passion planner, but also with a little sprinkling of Christmas. Not full Christmas yet, but a sprinkling. So the first thing I've added, as always, is my meal plan tracker, and that is just something that I made in Excel and print off on sticker paper myself. And then I've added a habit tracker for my daily check-in. And then I've just trimmed down this quote box to fit over the quote that's in the planner. And then I'm going to start laying down my strips of washi. As always, I'm covering up the header for the Space of Infinite Possibility and then also the personal and work to-do list sections, and then I'm going to make an extra header for my gratitude section in the bottom left hand corner. I've noticed that using a full kit, the washi is slightly shorter than it is in the mini kits that I normally use, which actually means that it fits perfectly and I don't have to trim it, which is nice. I'm still splitting it in the middle of the personal and work to-do headers just because I'm a bit extra like that. Finally, I can add my weekend banner onto Saturday and Sunday, and yes, I actually remembered to add it in the base this week, and then we can move on to the day-to-day planning. So again, England was in lockdown during this week, so there's not a whole lot to add in. I'm starting off by adding in a mini event label for working from home on Wednesday, and then this quarter box to mark a meeting that I had in the morning. Because Plannerface kits are a standard vertical width, they don't quite fit in the passion planner, so as always I'm going to be cutting up a little chunk out of every single sticker to make it fit in the timelines because I just don't like having it overlap them really. Next is another meeting that I had on Wednesday afternoon, and I'm just filling in another quarter box for that. And then I'm just going to mark both of those meetings with icons from the kit. Next, I've cut up a bill due sticker so that it just says bill, and I'm popping that on Wednesday for, I think, council tax or something dull like that. As you can tell, nothing really happened this week that needed pre-planning until Wednesday. Next up, I'm going to use a normal event label and a skinny event label from the kit to mark two things that happened on Friday at work, and this is just a rota where I have to manage the duty scientist inbox. It's one of my least favourite jobs to do at work, but it takes literally all day, so it gets stickers to make it bearable basically. And I'm cutting the label end of the skinny one and the flag end of the normal size label just so that the flags kind of line up a little bit. The next event label I'm using is for grocery shopping on Sunday morning, which I haven't done yet because I'm actually recording a voiceover on Saturday when I put it in my planner that I would. What a revelation. So because it's the full kit, I can actually use some little things this week, so I'm just using this one with a film strip on to mark uploading this video on Sunday. And that's pretty much all of the events and stuff that need pre-planning for this week, so it can get into some of the more routine type things. So the first thing I'm doing is adding a flag in on Saturday morning for my planning time, and then I'm going to use the little planner icon from the kit to mark that. And I kind of off-center it from the flag because I didn't want to cover up too much of the decorative background of the flag. This next box is for recording this voiceover, and then I'm just going to mark that with a bit of deco from the kit. Next up, I'm going to start adding in my gym routine. So I've got weight training on Tuesday and then a run on Wednesday. I've started trying to do like a run straight after work on Wednesday. Because I'm working from home, I basically do 0 steps. So it's just to kind of help get my step count up a little bit. And then just my weight training and runs and stuff for the rest of the week. And then I'm just adding in a bin icon, which is also from Plannerface, and then a half box on Saturday to mark whatever we get up to this evening, which is probably just going to be playing video games and watching YouTube or Twitch streams or whatever, because what else is there to do in lockdown? Plus, I'm really enjoying The Sims at the moment. I don't know if you've noticed that it's been in my planner a ridiculous amount. Next up, I'm just adding in this cleaning checklist to mark my cleaning time tomorrow, and that just kind of takes up a little bit of space so that I've got that time set aside for it rather than just trying to fit it in everywhere. And then I'm just going to add in the laundry icon onto Monday because Monday's looking really sad and stickerless at the moment because it's my rest day and there's literally nothing going on. Finally, I'm just going to add in a quarter box on Friday for us watching some TV together. We're still working through His Dark Materials. We didn't actually end up doing it this week because, well, we might do tomorrow, but we ended up on a Google Hangouts call with a bunch of my boyfriend's work friends, which was really fun. We were playing Scribble.io, which is kind of like online Pictionary. I was amazing at it, very proud of myself. And then I'm just going to go through and add some deco from the kit to a lot of the event labels. And it's at this point that I realised I normally have my 2 event labels on Friday like swapped the other way around, so I just moved that around there. That was really bad explaining, but I don't like having all the deco on the same side. So now I can go ahead and fill in my plans for this week, and as always I'm using my Pilot Friction pen. So this was another week of lockdown in England and not a lot happened. Work was really busy, everything's kind of picked up again, and also there were some people moving offices this week, which always makes things a little bit stressful. I think I might be moving offices next week, but I'm not sure yet. I also had a really inconvenient afternoon on Wednesday when my computer at work that I remote into was unplugged and I couldn't reconnect for like 2.5 hours, so I was just kind of sat here not being able to do any work. And with my work that just means that no one covers for me, I just have to do everything like on the next day. So I was getting a little bit stressed out that it was going to be really busy on Thursday and Friday as well, which it still was, but it wasn't too bad. We also found out on, it was either like Tuesday or Thursday, I can't remember which day, we found out that the area that I live in, which is Bristol, is going to be going into tier 3 at the end of lockdown. So pretty much shops and gyms can reopen, but nothing else. So not a lot's going to change. I'll be able to go to the gym, but I'm not going to have any real social things to put in my calendar on the run up to Christmas, which is fine. We'd already agreed that we're not going to go and see family for Christmas anyway, so it's not going to change any of our plans. And to be honest, me and my boyfriend have agreed that we'd rather be in tier 3 in December than in January when it's his 30th birthday, so we would like to be able to go out for at least dinner or something for his birthday. Obviously our opinion of it is probably going to be different to other people's who are more excited about like being able to visit their family and stuff for Christmas. It's going to be a weird Christmas this year, but that means that hopefully we'll be able to have more fun next year and we can just write 2020 off. As I said in my last video, I totally understand that people are struggling financially this year due to the pandemic, but if you are interested in any Black Friday sales, Plannerface's sale is ongoing until midnight on Monday when the Cyber Monday part of the sale finishes, and there is an exclusive art kit coming for Cyber Monday, which will be tomorrow if you watch this video when it's been uploaded. So check that out. You can ask my freebie, but my discount code will not stack with the Black Friday sale discount. I hope I explained that well enough, but if I didn't, I will try and remember to put Anna's video explaining the whole of the sale up in the cards. So I've pretty much finished writing up all of my to-do list, and now I'm just going to add in my gratitude section, and the prompts I use are as always from Ellybeth Designs UK, and I just list them in the bottom left hand corner underneath all of my to-do lists. So the last part of my pre-planning is to write in my weekly focuses, and in my personal focus this week I've just popped in that we're still in lockdown. I did this for all of the first lockdown and wrote like what week of like stay home we were at, and then this time I'm just writing down that we are in lockdown, so I have like a record of all of this weird time in our lives in my planner. And then for my work focus, it was just to keep getting back on track, because as I had some time off I got a little bit behind on all of my work, but I am happy to say that I am all caught up this week. So that's all my pre-planning done for this week, guys. Let's take a look at the finished spread. So here's the week all filled out, and I'm really loving all of these frosty colours. It especially worked for the beautiful morning that we had on Friday where there was just frost over everything and it was so pretty. Obviously while I was setting this week up I completely forgot about Black Friday, but I did remember to add those stickers in after I finished filming. It's really weird to think that next week is my first Christmas spread. So that's everything for this week, guys. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!